Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this hollering we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up your chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from that. He's a man. They can be a hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. I'm proud when you step on the field, man. That's who I am. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. Oh my bad. Your bad don't work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Come on, let's get this right here, y'all. Let's get it. Nope, game is not over. It's just getting started right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. We're streaming live on KYOKradio.org, and glad to be here for another Winning Wednesday. And already got to say congratulations. Congratulations going out to Milo. Milo Thomas got the $50 courtesy of the Hartwell Clinic in this week's Lunch Break Weekly, Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge. He got more right than anyone else, and it was a tough week. Nobody got more than 9 of them right, and Milo came out on top. No tiebreaker in this one. He was the only one on top. So, again, congratulations to Milo. He got $50 courtesy of the Hartwell Clinic and the Lunch Break. All right, so how do you get $50? How do you get 50? All you got to do is pick the winner who you think is going to win each NFL game, starting with tomorrow night's game, the Cowboys at New Orleans. Pick the winner. No point differentials, none of that. Just the winner of the game. Pick who you think is going to win each of the Sunday games. And then for the Monday night game, give me the winner plus the exact final score for both teams, and get that to me by 6:30 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. Got to have them by 6:30 Central tomorrow. If you're on the East Coast, that's 7:30 your time. If you're in the mountain area, that is 5:30 your time. And if you're on the West Coast, that's 4:30. You can get it in. We got a lot of West Coast folks that do it, and they do it well. So get those to me. You can text them, 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005. Or email them, aj@kylksports.com, aj@kylksports.com. You'll have a chance to win $50 cash, courtesy of our sponsor. And then if you are in the top 6, at the end of the season, you got to be in the top 6 at the end of the season, you'll have a chance to compete for $500 cash. Right now, Big Time Floyd and Amber are tied for first. Delano's third. Chi-Town is fourth, tied with Keith Hennick. T-Bone is sixth, tied with Keisha Kelly. And Alexis and Milo are only one win off of that number 6 spot. George Griffin is 2 off. Charlotte and Todd are 3 off. Alice, 4 off. CJ and Ferdinand are 5 off. In other words, if they have some great picks down the stretch, they still have a chance to get into that top 6 and a chance to win $500 cash. And it's a big deal. It is a big deal. I know Delano won it one year. And he sent in a video that was just raw. Delano was like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. Oh, yeah, if you need help with your picks, get at me. I can help you. Chi-Town, I think, has won it twice. Amy and Eric won it one year. Yeah, it's been going on for a while. So get in. If you haven't been in all year long, don't worry. You can still win the weekly prizes. And, hey, depending upon how well you pick, you never know. All right, so that's what we're doing on Winning Wednesday. Got to send Milo his money today. We send it out to you via Cash App, unless you're Big Time Floyd. Big Time Floyd said, I ain't got no Cash App. I'll be up there in 5 minutes. Big Time Floyd doesn't play. Big Time Floyd said, yo, I'm rolling up. Unlock the door. I love it. So, again, you'll have a chance to win this week on the Lunch Break Weekly, Keeping Up with the Joneses Picking Challenge. I'll go through the games today and tell you who I think is going to win, and we'll go from there. All right, so listen. Major League Baseball is probably going to lock their players out tonight. Now, let me explain for somebody who wants to hear it, because there's some people, it just don't matter. They're going to get it wrong on purpose. A lockout is the owners telling players who want to come to work that they can't. The facility, the stadiums, all of that are locked out. The players want to come, but they can't. The owners won't allow them. A strike is when the players decide not to come to work and the owners want them to come to work. There is a huge difference. So don't be blaming the millionaire crybaby players that are just so selfish. They get paid a lot of money to play a kid's game and they won't come to work. Let them come and work at my job and let me take their job. Stop it. Stop it. Bitter is not a good color on a whole lot of people. Bitter is not a good color on a whole lot of people. The owners don't like the collective bargaining agreement. They are currently negotiating a better one. And if they don't come to an agreement before 11:59 Eastern, 10:59 Central, then the owners are more than likely going to lock the players out, not let them come to work. Imagine you get in your car, you drive on that high gas that you got to pay per gallon. You get all the way down to the gig. You go to open the door and go to your cubicle, and the door is locked. And on the door is a sign, "We, the owners of XYC company, have locked our doors and will not allow our employees to come to work until we can negotiate better salaries for you." Not better for you, better for them. Now, if you put it in that perspective, we might hear less of the whining about the selfish millionaires while we salute all the wonderful billionaires. I'll never understand that as long as I'm alive. Why do people root for the billionaires over the millionaires whenever there's a labor dispute? Oh, those people are smart. They learned how to make billions. Most of them inherited it from somebody else. Some of them ruthlessly, Vince McMahon. So anyway, I digress. That's more than likely going to happen tonight. Now, if they're close, if they're only a couple of items away and they just need to, ratify the vote, then they will extend it. They're allowed to file or create an extension. We won't lock any out. We'll continue under the current collective bargaining agreement while we hash out these last couple of items. If they do that, then we got a shot. But if they're way off, which right now they're way off, they're not going to get it done, and the owners are probably going to lock the players out. At stake are guys like Carlos Correa, guys like Freeman in Atlanta. Their contracts and free agent deals are at stake, because if they don't get done by 11:59 Eastern, 10:59 Central, then they won't get done until a new CBA gets in place. So they got to get those deals done. And I got to take a break. But when I come back, man, what I'm hearing out of New York about Carlos Correa is hilarious. I'll be right back right after this on the lunch break.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM. The legendary KYOK 92.3 FM. 2 radio stations in one.
Okay, we are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now give it away and help the vets. They really need your help. And your car will help support the vets and their families. And guess what? You even get a tax donation. Plus, we'll even come and pick up your car for free. And all you've got to do is pick up your phone right now and make a free call. Now is the perfect time time to do something good for the vets. Give back to the vets right now for all they've done for this country. And your old car can really help them. So call the Veterans Car Donation Program right now for free pickup of your vehicle. Help the vets and help your taxes at the same time. Call right now.
800-253-1892. 800-253-1892.
Hey, Desiree.
800-253-1892. That's 800-253-1892. Tune in to Table Talk with your boy, TD Blackshear, every Tuesday from 10 to 11 a.m. on the legendary KYOK 1140 a.m. and 92.3 FM. See you there. Hi, I'm Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me Show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, and the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me Show, right here on the legendary KYOK Radio, 1140 a.m. and the all-new 92.3 FM at KYOKradio.org.
This is Irma J from Internal Revamp, and you're listening to AJ on the Lunch Break.
Man, I love me some Irma J. I loves me some Irma J. That is an amazing woman. Got to get her back on the show. She's always doing something amazing. Her, Natasha Marie, Desiree Battles, Angela Gordon. Amazing people. Amazing people. Love them. Got to get them back on the show. All right, so Jacoby Chantel. I know I'm going to have her back on the show. I mean, for Christ's sakes, the lady had me in a play, my very first play. I'm about to be filming for a couple of movies thanks to Jacoby Chantel. So you know I'm going to have her back on the show. You already know. All right, anyway, let me kill this music because, man, this tea right here is too hard to hold, man. This tea right here is too hard to hold. So Carlos Correa wants a 10-year, 335, 340, 350. He won't turn down 350. 10 years, 350. He won't turn that down. If you give him 335, he'll probably take it. But 350, yeah, he won't that. So he's gotten less than that from the Astros. I think the Astros said 3 years, 160. Give him about $33 million a year. The owner of the Astros has said he don't want to give anybody over a 5-year deal. He don't want to give anybody over a 5-year deal, and he may be willing to go 5-year, 185, 5-year, 190. Might go $5 million, 200. So Carlos Correa sees Corey Seager get a 10-year, 335 down in Arlington, up in Arlington. And now he real mad. He big mad. He big mad. My question is, how come the Rangers didn't offer that to Correa? That blows my mind. The dude is right down like he's right there. He's right there. There you go, right there. And they didn't offer it to him. They offered it to Seager out of the Dodgers. That says something. You fill in the blank however you want to, but that right there says something. Anyway, long story short, the teams that are reportedly interested in possibly making a deal with Correa, the New York Yankees, low-key the Boston Red Sox, and the Seattle Mariners are the three quote-unquote front runners in the deal. Boston already has a shortstop, and they told their shortstop that they're not going to move him, that he's going to be playing shortstop. But if they bring in Correa at 10 years, 350, 335, guess what they're going to do? They're going to have to say we were wrong. We're going to move this guy that they just said that they weren't going to move. They're going to move him and put Correa in there, and that's going to cause some division. That's going to cause some problems. That's going to cause some problems. So that's them. I think Seattle's got a young man playing shortstop they kind of like as well. So similar situation there. But what's crazy is y'all, the Yankees have players on the team that don't want Carlos Correa on the team. And I bet with everything I love One of them is Joe Judge. I didn't read that. I haven't heard that. Ain't nobody told me that. I'm saying, based on the reports that I'm getting from the people there, that Joe Judge is Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge. I'm thinking Joe Judge, coach of the Giants. Aaron Judge is probably one of them, because he and Carlos Correa ain't boys. They ain't really cool. And when the whole cheating thing went down initially, rather than owning it, Carlos Correa and some of the other players blamed the Yankees and the Red Sox for cheating. It was like, yeah, we were cheating, but so were the Yankees and the Red Sox. And there are some people that felt like he was pointing the finger at Aaron Judge. And with Judge being the franchise player in New York, if he says, I don't want him, guess what ownership is going to slow down on? Getting him. The ownership is going to be like, well, wait a minute now. Maybe we need to look at this twice. Add to that, he just flat out, with no regard or reason, totally offended one of the organization's favorite players, Hall of Famer Derek Jeter, when he said that Jeter didn't deserve any of his Gold Glove awards that he won. Nobody asked him if they thought Jeter deserved them. Nobody, that wasn't the question. The answer was, well, how many gloves did Jeter win? The reporter gave him the answer, and he said, and he didn't. I feel like he didn't deserve any of them. There are Yankees players. We ain't talking about the fourth string second baseman or the fifth string catcher. There are prominent players in New York that don't want Carlos Correa as a part of their organization. I mean, he's got a shot in Boston because of Alex Correa. Correa, of course, was one of the bench coaches with the Astros when the Astros won the World Series. So there's some history there. But the New York deal might not happen if management ownership cannot smooth out the tension between Correa and some of the players in that clubhouse. I'm just saying, man, sometimes you just be quiet and get your money. How did Marshawn Lynch say it? Take care of your body, take care of your mentals, and take care of your chicken. And I mean it, man. There needs to be somebody, Lance Berkman, Craig Biggio, maybe Bags. They need to pull Correa aside and say, bruh, you about to mess up your paper if you don't close your mouth. That deal with the Yankees could have been done. But there are people in that clubhouse that don't want him. Boston deal, I kind of get why that one hadn't gotten done. Seattle, same thing. But there's a reason why Carlos Correa didn't get a deal right here in the state and Corey Seager did. Again, I'll let you draw your own conclusion. You draw your own conclusion, but there's a reason. The money was right here in the state. Exactly what he was looking for. And they went with somebody else. I don't know. Look, I know ain't none of y'all ever been passed over by a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a spouse for somebody else. And you sitting there wondering, well, what they got that I don't have? You ain't never had that happen. I'll own it for myself. That's happened to me before. And I'm sitting there crazy as the day is long time. Oh, what he got I don't have? I'm Carlos Correa. I'm like, wait a minute. Who? Like, I'm right here, dude. I'm a 4-hour drive away. I'm a 45-minute flight away. Y'all gave it to this guy? Yeah, man. Okay, so let's see. Amy Boucher Castro. What up, though? How you doing? So anyway, it's Winning Wednesday. 281-453-1000. 281-453-1000 if you want to get in. LeBron James and the health and safety protocols in the NBA, which for some reason, most folks are not saying, is COVID related. We do know he's vaccinated. He said he was, which means he's got to produce 2 negative tests to be able to play again. But Shams Charania is reporting that LeBron is going to miss multiple games, which, if you read between the lines, maybe he tested positive and he's having some symptoms. This isn't just a contact tracing situation where you were around somebody that has COVID. And truth of the matter, LeBron was balling. LeBron was balling since he's been back from his latest injury. The Lakers went on and got a win last night. The Lakers got a win last night, but it was without LeBron James, who, according to Shams Charania of The Athletic, he's going to miss multiple games. Last night, the Lakers beat the Kings 117-92, led by Anthony Davis with 25. And oh well, look at that. Russell Westbrook. He can't shoot. He had 23 last night, 5 rebounds and 6 assists in the win. And they got 22 off the bench from Malik Monk. Malik Monk was the man from 3 last night, 6 for 10, 8 for 16 from the field. Lakers are a game over 500, and they did that last night without LeBron. But, man, listen, thoughts and prayers going out to LeBron sincerely and anyone else who's battling with COVID-19. But the game last night was Phoenix and them Golden State Warriors. Phoenix and the Golden State Warriors last night put one in for the ages. What a game. And in case you haven't been paying attention, Phoenix is pretty good. Phoenix going to the NBA Finals representing the West last season was not a fluke. They have won 17 games in a row, and they are tied for the best record in the NBA with the Golden State Warriors. And oh yeah, by the way, guess who they just beat? The Golden State Warriors. Now, there's some that want to argue that Steph Curry just had an off night, but from what I saw, that defense gave him problems. Now, folks always say, oh yeah, but he missed wide open shots. When people are playing good defense on you and you begin to press and you begin to try to force things to try and get out of that slump, sometimes a wide open shot is the result of the good defense that has been played on you all game long. Yeah, Phoenix didn't give him a whole lot of wide open looks. Phoenix, they switched on him, but they kept men on him. And Wiggins and the other guys couldn't step up and get the job done. Great matchup. We know we're going to see more from both of those teams when it's all said and done. Definitely going to see more from both of those. CP3, 15 points, 11 assists. Steph Curry held to 12 in the loss. Final score 104-96. Now, I will say this. Klay Thompson has been cleared for full contact participation and really is ready to go. You hear him talk, he's ready to go. Golden State is going to be hard to beat with what they already have, and you insert Klay Thompson if he is a fraction of what he was before he went down this time with injury. They're going to be hard to beat. I mean, everybody on the opposing team is going to have to play defense. You cannot sleep when you got shooters like Curry, Wiggins, and Thompson out there. And oh yeah, by the way, every now and then Draymond can knock one down. I've been saying, I've been calling Golden State's name for the last 2 seasons. It looks like I was 1 season too early because they are here. They're not back, they're here. What's that song? Started from the bottom, now we're here. Golden State. Golden State. Yeah. Brooklyn got a win last night. The Knicks fans are not happy about some of the refereeing down the stretch. in their opinion, some questionable calls allowed Brooklyn to pull away last night. I think it says two things. The Knicks are a solid team if they can stay healthy, and Brooklyn is not the same team without you-know-who, Kyrie Irving. Everybody's talking about the age of the LA Lakers organization. Have you looked at the ages of some of the Brooklyn players? Like, they're not even close to being the youngest team in the league. Just saying. Everybody made all those jokes and cracks about the LA Lakers squad, but I guess nobody decided to look at the birthdays of the Brooklyn Nets squad because they got some future grandpas on that team. One of them, they decided to move out of the rotation, Blake Griffin. They've moved Blake Griffin out of the rotation, and according to Blake, he didn't see that coming. So, Brooklyn is not out of the woods yet. The East is definitely the better of the two conferences, but Brooklyn's on top of it right now. What's wrong with Philly? I'll take a break right here on the lunch break. Winning Wednesday on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's AJ Jones with the lunch break on the legendary KYOK AM 1140 and 92.3 FM. It's that time of year where we are reminded of all the things we should be thankful for and that it's more blessed to give than to receive. So with that in mind, on Wednesdays from now through Christmas, we'll give you a chance to win a gift certificate from Butterball. That's right, you can win a gift certificate for a Butterball turkey on Wednesdays on the lunch break between 12 and 2. Just be the right caller, and your Butterball turkey will be on us at the legendary KYOK AM 1140 at 92.3.
Well, I hope you are enjoying your weekend. Hey, everybody, it's Erica Campbell.
And I'm Griff from Get Up Mornings.
We want to thank you so much for rocking with us every weekday morning.
And after you enjoy your weekend, make sure you start your work week with us.
When you start your day with us, we'll help you get moving and motivated to have the best day ever. Go ahead and say it, Griff.
Best day ever!
So wake up with us. We'll be faith walking,
love talking,
enjoy living on Get Up Mornings.
You're listening to
1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legendary KYOK.
Do you have high blood pressure or diabetes? Are you over the age of 65 and covered by Medicare? Then pay close attention to this message. Medicare has introduced some new benefits to help consumers during these cautious COVID-19 times. They realize many of you don't want to leave your home to visit a doctor. So now you can get a remote patient monitoring device shipped to your home at little or no cost to you. Now your doctor can identify your problems in real time, which could potentially save your life. Victory Medical can easily ship this monitoring device directly to your home at little or no cost to you. If you have high blood pressure or diabetes and you're covered by Medicare, make this free call right now to see if you qualify for a new remote patient monitoring device. Call now.
800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. That's 800-213-9527.
You don't sit behind a desk every day to earn a living. You're out and about making it happen. And sometimes you get a little bit behind on your paperwork, like bookkeeping and paying your taxes. It's easy to get behind in paying your taxes. It happens to the best of us. And you know what happens next. The big bad IRS comes knocking on your door. And when that happens, you need to call the good old boys at the Tax Doctor. Let them do what they do best. Deal and negotiate with the IRS so you pay the lowest you can in back taxes that the law allows. We are a 100% U.S.-based company, and we've saved our clients millions over the years in back taxes. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, call my friends right now at the Tax Doctor and learn more.
800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. That's 800-603-9359.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy, Jonathan McReynolds, and I'm glad that you made room for the legendary KYOK, the lunch break.
Thank you, sir. Right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. Streaming live, kyokradio.org. It's our winning Wednesday. Congratulations, Milo. Got $50 courtesy of the lunch break and our sponsor, the Hartwell Clinic. You got a chance to win your 50. All you got to do, give me your picks from Thursday, all of the games on Sunday, and then the Monday night game with the exact final score of both teams. Get it to me by tomorrow, 6:30 Central, and you're in. No lockout over here. No lockout over here. If you never played before, give me your picks by 6:30 tomorrow. Text them, 832-403-5005, or email aj@kyoksports.com. You got it. I'm in. That's it. No registration or purchase necessary. All right. So now let me get back to this. Talk a little basketball. Again, great game between Phoenix and the Golden State Warriors. Now we'll see if the Rockets can make it 4 wins in a row. Rockets try to make it 4 wins in a row when they visit the Oklahoma City Thunder tonight, 7:00 Central. Now they just beat OKC on Monday. So we'll see if they can make it 2 wins in a row over the Thunder and 4 wins in a row after losing what they lose, 15, 16 straight, 17 straight. Yeah, they've turned it around. New Orleans has turned it around. Even the Spurs have won back-to-back games for the first time this season. So we'll see if they can keep it going tomorrow night. That's when the Spurs play. Last night, college basketball, number 15, U of H beat Northwestern State 99-58. A&M beat New Orleans 85-65. And Prairie View they didn't. Dang it, almost though. They lost to South Dakota State 99-90. Now, number 1 Duke, with the coach making his farewell tour, Coach K, fell. And not only did they fall, but they were up 15 and got walked down. You know what I'm getting ready to say? And got dog walked by The Ohio State University. Final score in that one, 71-66. Ohio State knocks off number 1 Duke. And I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't be happier. Number 1, it's Ohio State. And number 2, it was Duke. Perfect combination. What was that state? Desiree, call me, 281-453-1000. 281-453-1000. Desiree, I got a song in my spirit. I want to see if it's okay to say this one. You know, whenever I say a song, Desiree will text me or call me and say, "No, that one was about a one-night stand, so don't use that one." She done ruined plenty of music for me. She has ruined plenty of music for me. Desiree, call. I know she big boss, y'all. She is the big boss. She runs everything at her job. Everybody at her job reports to her. So if she don't call me, that's because she's running things. It's, we lunch break. We're in the middle of the day. But Desiree, I got a song in my spirit about Ohio State beating Duke. I wish I could sing, man. If I could sing, I'd sing it myself. I'd sing that thing myself. Boy, I tell you what, God know what he's doing. God know. God gave me great looks and a phenomenal brain. What's that movie, A Beautiful Mind? God gave me great looks, a chiseled physique, and a beautiful mind. Boy, if he had messed around and gave me the gift of singing, child, please, y'all wouldn't be able to tell me nothing. Everything out of my mouth would be a song. What? I'd have been like that dude. What was the dude? Was it Eric Benet? Who was the dude that didn't wear shoes? He was just up there singing barefoot. I'd be like him. Just I might not wear clothes. Who knows? I can sing and I look like I do. Yeah. And I'm smart. Child, please. CJ, leave me alone. CJ, talk about Lord. I'm just saying what I'm saying. It's Winning Wednesday. It's a poor dog gonna wag his own tail. Last night was a perfect combination. Johnny Gill, Stacey Lattishaw, a perfect combination. It was The Ohio State University, and the team they beat, Duke. The only other team that The Ohio State University could have beat for me to have a similar warm and fuzzy feeling inside would have been North Carolina. The only other school that they could have beaten to have that fuzzy feeling would have been Kansas. Either one of those three, I'm lit. I'm lit. At Michigan, well, they're going to beat Michigan State. They're going to thump them a couple of times this year. They're going to thump them a couple of times this year. So I stay happy about that. Anytime Michigan State loses, an angel gets their wings. You know? I can't wait till that coach goes on a farewell tour heading off into retirement. You know, the coach that is the leader of men, but he's always having to be restrained from, you know, going off of, getting in the face of, or hitting one of the young men that he's supposed to be leading. That guy. That guy. So anyway, great win last night by The Ohio State University. I got to mess with my UT fans. So Todd, Longhorn Keith Hennig, what does that mean that UT lost to Gonzaga lost to Duke, and The Ohio State University beat Duke? What does that mean? Does that mean Ohio State should be number one? I'm just asking. I'm just trying to put it together logically. Just saying. The College Football Playoff Committee got together and had their regular meeting last night of who should be number one and who will be in their tournament, their invitational. Number one team for the umpteenth week in a row, Georgia. Number two, the team that beat The Ohio State University, Michigan. Congratulations. Again, no love lost. We'll see y'all again in 365 and change. I'm sorry, and counting. Number three, Alabama. Number four, still hanging in there, is Cincinnati. Number five, Oklahoma State. Number six, Notre Dame, coachless. And number seven, Ohio State. I'm tripping that Baylor is all the way down at 9. And Baylor may end up being the Big 12 champion. Ain't mad at Oklahoma State, though. Ain't mad at Oklahoma State at all. So if it ended today, Georgia would play Cincinnati in the opening round. Michigan would play Alabama in the opening round. And boy, they better be glad that they don't do the college football playoff like they do the FCS, because Alabama would have to come up to the big house and get some of that 100,000 plus screaming, raging, maniac, non-Southern. Yeah, they'd have to deal with that. And they ain't in Tuscaloosa, baby. I'd love to see that, but they'll be playing in one of the bowl games. I don't have the breakdown of who will be playing where and when and all that. So, yeah, that would be real interesting. I've got people who say they don't want to see Cincinnati get mauled by Georgia. It's that kind of thinking right there that just makes it almost impossible for there ever to be a true national champion, when it's just based on what you want to see and not the work and the effort that these young men and coaches put in. Cincinnati has as much right to be in this college football playoff as anybody right now. Right now, I'm not talking about if they lose to Houston in the AAC championship game. I'm talking about they beat everybody on their schedule. The rankings have them in the position to be there. It should not come down to who anybody thinks should be in there. It should come down to the effort and the accomplishments of the Cincinnati Bearcats, the Alabama Crimson Tide, the Michigan Wolverines, and the Georgia Bulldogs. Anytime you put something else on it, you're robbing a fan base that has just as much right to see their team in it as you think you have a right to keep them out of it. All right, that being said, let me get Sybil Wilkes on, then we'll come back with birthdays right after this on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today is Wednesday, December 1st, 2021. Number 1, rarely in the almost 50 years since Roe v. Wade became the law of the land has the issue of abortion rights been such a hot and frequently debated topic as it has in 2021. Wednesday, the future of abortion rights will reach the U.S. Supreme Court in the case of Dobbs versus Jackson Women's Health Organization. The state of Mississippi wants the Supreme Court to overturn Roe v. Wade, the landmark 1973 decision that legalized abortion. And why now? The death of Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg and the appointment of Justice Amy Coney Barrett gave conservatives the control that anti-abortion advocates need to take away the rights of the individual and return them to the state. Number 2, former U.S. Congresswoman Carrie Meek broke barriers throughout her long political career as the daughter of a sharecropper and the granddaughter of a slave. She died Sunday in her Miami home at the age of 95. Mrs. Meek beat out 12 other candidates when she ran for the Florida State House in 1978, and just 5 years later, she became the first Black woman elected to the state Senate. And then she went on to a successful career in the United States House of Representatives. Number 3, the CDC broadened its recommendation for COVID-19 booster shots for all adults as the new Omicron variant has been identified in more countries. The agency previously approved boosters for all adults, but only recommended them for those 50 years and older or if they live in a long-term care setting. CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky said the new guidance reflects the emergence of the Omicron variant, which has not yet been identified in the U.S. Number 4, March 4th of this year marked 48 years of tortured incarceration for former Black Panther and now elder Sundiata Acoli. In 1973, Sundiata was convicted of the death of a New Jersey state trooper. Mr. Acoli was sentenced to life in prison. Such a verdict in New Jersey means that he was eligible by law for parole after serving 25 years. And despite his exemplary record and his repeated expressions of remorse, the parole board continues to deny his release. Number 5, Odell Beckham Jr. is turning his new contract with the Los Angeles Rams into a partnership to help promote Cash App as a Bitcoin platform. Beckham was signed by the Rams less than a week after the Cleveland Browns released him on November 5th. Then tweeted he will be receiving his paychecks in Bitcoin for the remainder of the 2021-2022 season. He also announced he would give away $1 million in Bitcoin to fans who respond with their cash tags or the Cash App usernames. All right, OBJ. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. Work hard to make a positive contribution to the universe. Inhale hard work. Exhale slothfulness. Join me today live on YouTube and Facebook at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central with the ones, the onlys, Stephen Hill, Myra J., and activist Quinn Townsend Riley as we discuss today's top headlines and more. Thank you to our What You Need to Know partners, the Black Alzheimer's Brain Study at the University of North Texas Health Science Center at Fort Worth, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and the American Heart Association. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit SybilWilkes.com. Be informed, be empowered.
All right, thank you very much there, Sybil Wilkes, right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK. Real quick on the birthdays. Happy birthday, my friend Ludi Collins is 7'7" today. Dave Boucher, one of my best friends in high school, celebrating a birthday today. Fred Hoyer, you know Mr. Fred is 70. Marietta Willis, Kwame Perry, Pastor Kwame Perry, Robert Cozart, Janice Gilbert, Jennifer Marie. Hey, Jennifer, she's 37. Shelly Ann Winter, 42. Camila Brown is 57. Shamil Bates is celebrating a birthday along with Bishop Ed Johnson, Ari Blanca, and Jonathan Carter from JC Vision, all celebrating birthdays today. Real quick, Usher, give it to them.
Oh, go shorty, it's your birthday. Ooh, it's your birthday. Go shorty, it's your birthday. Today's your day. Happy birthday to you.
All right, y'all, we'll be right back right after the top of the hour.
1140 AM, KYOK Conroe, and 92.3 FM, K222CX Houston.
The views and opinions expressed on all radio shows broadcast on KYOK are entirely those of the host, guests, and callers, who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
When you walk out on that field today, ask yourself this question. What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We made it! We made it! We made it! We made it! I'm going to the house! I'm going to the house! When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Football is getting hit. That's it. It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? It's hot now. It's hot now. Let's go. It's hot. We made it. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, how like we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up with chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from them. He's a man. They can be a hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. I'm proud when you step on the field, man. That's more out there. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. Your bad don't work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We made it. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. It's a wrap. Game over.
No, that's first hour on the books. Second hour underway right here on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. We're streaming live, KYOKradio.org. We're on YouTube, we're on Twitter, and we're on Twitch. So just glad to be here. Hope everybody's having a great winning Wednesday. I know Milo Thomas he won the $50 in this past week's Lunch Break Weekly. Keeping up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge. He got more right than anybody else, and he got $50 courtesy of the Hartwell Clinic. You can check them out online, www.thehartwellclinic.com. If you need any counseling or therapy, they are the best, and I strongly recommend them. But congratulations, Milo. If you want to get in and get your chance to win $50, all you got to do is pick the NFL football games from tomorrow night, Cowboys and Saints. No point differentials, just who you think's going to win. All of the Sunday games, and then the Monday night game, who's going to win, and what's the exact final score of both teams. Don't combine it. Give me 25-21, 33-12, whatever you think the final score is going to be. Send that in, because that'll be the tiebreaker for in case you and somebody else has the exact same record. And we want you to get your money if you're supposed to win it, okay? Got to have those picks by tomorrow, 6:30 Central. And all you got to do is text them, 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005. You can email them, aj@kyoksports.com. I just got to have them by 6:30 Central. Not 6:30 on the East Coast or the West Coast, 6:30 Central, 7:30 East Coast, 5:30 Mountain, 4:30 on the West Coast, all right? All right. And we're doing birthdays. Again, happy birthday to everybody out there. Let me do some of the celebrity birthdays. George Foster. All y'all Big Red Machine fans know about George Foster. He's the man that used to bang them home runs out with a black bat for the Cincinnati Big Red Machine. Celebrate his birthday today. I didn't realize he was born in Tuscaloosa. I was just talking about Tuscaloosa, wasn't I? Also, Pamela McGee. Golly, I love me some Pam McGee. That's the mother of JaVale McGee and Imani, who used to play for UT. She's celebrating a birthday today, along with her twin sister. Let's see, it was Pam, and what's the twin sister's name? That should tell you which one I was looking at. But anyway, Reggie Sanders, who also played Major League Baseball for the Cincinnati Reds, won a World Series in 2001. He was born on this day as well. And Deshaun Jackson, he was a bad man when he was with them Philadelphia Eagles, man. That dude was lightning. I'll never forget the Giants decided to kick a punt to him, and he took that thing all the way back for the win. Deshaun Jackson celebrating his birthday today. All right? Happy birthday to all who are celebrating birthdays, and happy anniversary. I know there are people out there celebrating wedding anniversaries, anniversaries of your business, anniversaries of your sobriety, whatever it is. If you're celebrating something special today, we celebrate you. All right? Okay. All right, so it's Winning Wednesday. And what I always do on Winning Wednesday is I give my quarterback rankings, my passer rank, and I do it based on passer rating, not QBR, not that made-up stat that ESPN and them came up with. Passer rating's been out there forever. I use that, so don't argue with me. If you don't like the rankings, then that's on you and you know the folks that do the passer ratings. But right now, number one after Week 12, number one quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, 105.5. He's got 23 touchdowns and only 4 INTs, and he threw 3 of those against New Orleans in Game 1, Week 1. Number 2, you like that? Kirk Cousins, 105.3. 23 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and he's got to win over Green Bay. Number 3, Matthew Stafford has not been playing well lately, but he's still 105.2, 27 touchdowns, but he's thrown 9 picks. That's a lot. That's a lot, Stafford. Number 4, Dak Prescott. Cowboys didn't win on their day, Thanksgiving Day on their day, but Dak Prescott, 104.2, 22 touchdowns, 7 INTs. Number 5, Colt McCoy, who's been filling in for Kyler Murray quite efficiently, I might add. Colt McCoy, 103.2, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Number 6, Tom Aloysius Brady, 103.1 passer rating, 30 touchdowns, 9 INTs. Brady has turned it over quite a bit this year, surprisingly. At number 7, Russell Wilson. 102.5, 12 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. But one thing I got from the game the other night, Russell is not 100. That finger is still giving him problems because there were bad balls that were just uncatchable. Like he could not control the ball as well as he normally does. Russell Wilson at number 7. Number 8, Joe Burrow, 101.6. Burrow has turned it over a lot too. 22 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, but hey, they've been winning. They've been winning. At number 9, Josh Allen. He's got a big game coming up. With the New England Patriots. Josh Allen, 99.1 passer rating. Number 10, Jimmy G. Jimmy G said, how y'all like me now? Jimmy G, 99.1 passer rating, 13 touchdowns, 6 INTs. Teddy Bridgewater at number 12, 98.9. He's 15-5, touchdown to interception ratio. At number 12, Derek Carr. 97.3. Number 13, Mac Jones. There's your guy. Mac Jones, 97.1. But folks don't talk about Mac Jones, 16 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. And he's got a big matchup against Buffalo this week in a battle for first place in the AFC East. Justin Herbert at number 14, 96.5. Carson Wentz at 15, 96. Patrick Mahomes at 16, 94.7. Tua Tagovailoa at 17, 94.7. Taylor Heineke, big win this weekend, 91.3. 19, Baker, 89.9. Baker's only thrown 11 touchdowns this season. Only 11. At 20, Matt Ryan, 89.1. 21, Andy Dalton. 22, Ben Roethlisberger, 88.9. 23, Lamar Jackson at 23. He's thrown a lot of INTs, 12. Threw 4 of them, a career high the other day. 87.5. 24, Jared Goff, 87. Only 10 touchdowns for Goff. He's playing like Baker. 25, Trevor Siemian, been horrible. He's been horrible. In fact, I really hope Taysom Hill starts tomorrow night. Sean Payton hasn't announced that yet, but we'll see. 26, Daniel Jones. He may be out for this weekend's games, 84.8. That was 26. 27, Ryan Tannehill. He's been atrocious. 14 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, 84.7 passer rating. Jalen Hurts has cooled off at 28, 83.9. Tyrod Taylor, tough outing, 82.4. 30 is Mike White. They got the win, 75.1. 31, Cam Newton, 74.9. And last and certainly not least, Trevor Lawrence, 72.3. So there are your passer ratings. Let me read through them all with no commentary. Number 1 is Aaron Rodgers. 2, Kirk Cousins. 3, Matt Stafford. 4, Dak. 5, Colt McCoy. 6, Tom Brady. 7, Russell Wilson. 8, Joe Burrow. 9, Josh Allen. 10, Jimmy G. 11, Teddy Bridgewater. 12, Derek Carr. 13, Mac Jones. 14, Justin Herbert. 15, Carson Wentz. 16, Patrick Mahomes. 17, Tua. 18, Taylor Heineke. 19, Baker Mayfield. 20, Matt Ryan. 21, Ben Roethlisberger. 22, Lamar Jackson. 23, Jared Goff. Andy Dalton was in there. I'm sorry. Andy Dalton was in there. So 24, Jared Goff. 25, Trevor Siemian. 26, Daniel Jones. 27, Ryan Tannehill. 28, Jalen Hurts. 29, Tyrod Taylor. 30, Mike White. 31, Cam Newton. And 32, Trevor Lawrence. So we'll see who will bounce back this weekend. We will see who will bounce back this weekend. All right, take a break. Be right back right after this on the lunch break.
If you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt, then listen up. We can reduce or eliminate your interest rates. Cut your monthly payment up to 50% and stop all late fees. Our company has been helping good people just like you get out of debt for over 30 years. Don't get stressed out. If you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt and medical bills, we can show you a way to reduce all of your bills to one lower monthly payment that you can afford. So again, if you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt and medical bills you can't afford, make this free call today and learn how you can finally get out of debt. Call now for your free consultation. 800-638-7112. 800-638-7112. 800-638-7112. That's 800-638-7112. Sponsored by Credit Card.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legend continues.
Hello, this is Claude Cummings Jr., Vice President of Communication Workers of America District 6. Trey and I are inviting you to listen in to our new political talk show,
Thanks, Brian. I'll do
Power
it.
to the People Political Hour.
Thanks,
Hello,
Brian.
this is Trey Daniels from the Daniels Group. Yes, Claude, the show will be hard-hitting and informative, talking about national and local political issues of the day, weekend, month. Interviews will be with pastors, community leaders, elected officials, and political operatives. You know, Claude, a part of our responsibility is informing the citizenry and give them power to the people.
That's right, Trey. We're asking that you listen in on 1140 AM, 92.3, or streaming on KYOKradio.org, Thursdays at 10 a.m.
Got to give the people what they want.
This is Lakeisha, and you're listening to The Lunch Break on KYOK.
Lakeisha, thank you for that drop right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. I got to say a very special happy anniversary. Brian Howard sent it in. Happy anniversary to his parents, Joseph and Sally Howard. They've been married for 48 years. Beautiful couple. Happy anniversary to them, celebrating their anniversary. He sent me a very nice picture of them. Let me see if I can let y'all see the picture of the anniversary couple. Happy anniversary, y'all. Thanks. Appreciate you, man, for sending that in. Thanks for listening to Brian Howard. Parents, 48 years of marriage. I love that. Let me tell you something. Ain't nothing like long-time love, man. Ain't nothing like that. I think my grandparents married 72 years. Yeah, man. Yeah, I love that right there. If only I could pull that off. Good gracious. I love that. I love that. When you've been booed up for 48 years, that's nothing but good love right there. I like that. If you got parents or grandparents celebrating anniversaries, get those to me. I celebrate those like crazy. I celebrate those like crazy. I sure do. Now, don't sleep on your 1 years and your 2 year anniversaries, because those are important too. Well, they say the first year is the hardest, and once you get past 7, you should be all right. But I'm just saying, when they get up to 48, 50, and 60 and 70 years, that's what's up. All right. So anyway. All right, let me get back to these games for this weekend. Let me run down these real quick. Try and make my picks. I gotta be better than Todd and Willie Gibson. That's my lot in life. I gotta be better than Todd and Willie Gibson. If I'm better than those two, I'm all right. All right. So tomorrow, Cowboys at the Saints. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm going with the Cowboys. The Cowboys desperately need a win. The Saints do too, but Sean Payton is playing around for some reason. I don't know what's going on with Trevor Siemian. I know he was in the concussion protocol, but he's been playing. So he's good enough to run the ball and, do quarterback sneaks and all that, but he's not good enough to play quarterback. I don't get it. So if you want to play around with Trevor Siemian and be coy about who your starter is going to be, you do all of that. But I'm going with the Cowboys in this one. The Cowboys are a 4.5, almost 5-point favorite. I'm going with the Cowboys in this one. On the road, the Cowboys play well against New Orleans. New Orleans has been unbeaten and played the Cowboys and lost. So I don't know what it is about Dallas that the coordinators have kind of figured Sean Payton out. But, hey, I could be wrong. I don't mind coming in here on, Friday morning or Friday afternoon and saying I was wrong. But right now, Cowboys, and I'm a Saints diehard fan. Cowboys. Bengals hosting the Chargers. I'm going Cincinnati. Colts at the Texans. I'm going to Colts. The Texans got to be able to stop the run, and they got to be able to put points on the board. And the Colts cannot. The Texans can't stop the run, and points are hard to come by under the leadership of offensive coordinator Tim Kelly. I'm going Colts in that one. Jacksonville at the Rams. I believe the Rams are going to get fat and healthy on that one. I've got the Rams winning that one at home. And for some reason, I'm predicting that Odell Beckham Jr. is going to have another big day. I think Odell is going to have a big day on that one. Ravens at the Steelers. Baltimore. Now, Baltimore's defense with Patrick Queen is legit. That young man is a wrecking ball. He has a nose for the ball, and he knows how to bring hat when he gets there. I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens in that one. The Buccaneers at the Atlanta Falcons. I'm going Tampa Bay. I'm not even going to fool around with that one. The Bears hosting the Arizona Cardinals. I'm going Arizona. Although I like what I saw with the Bears against Detroit, I'm going Arizona. I'm going Arizona. The Vikings versus the Lions. Vikings get to 500. Lions go to 0-11-1, in my opinion. The Giants at the Dolphins. I believe the Dolphins get their 6th win of the season. And if the Dolphins keep playing like they're playing, they might sneak into those playoffs. And some of y'all might owe Brian Flores an apology. Just saying. Just saying. I got the Dolphins beating the Giants. Questionable is Daniel Jones, and that means Mike Glennon might be the starting quarterback in that game. Let me take a break. I'll come back, and I'll finish the rest of it right after this on the lunch break.
KYOK 1140 AM. The legendary KYOK 92.3 FM. Radio station 1.
Okay, we are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now give it away and help the vets. They really need your help. And your car will help support the vets and their families. And guess what? You even get a tax donation. Plus, we'll even come and pick up your car for free. And all you've got to do is pick up your phone right now and make a free call. Now is the perfect time to do something good for the vets. Give back to the vets right now for all they've done for this country. And your old car can really help them. So call the Veterans Car Donation Program right now for free pickup of your vehicle. Help the vets and help your taxes at the same time. Call right now.
800-253-1892. 800-253-1892. 800-253-1892. That's 800-253-1892.
Tune in to Table Talk with your boy, TD Blackshear, every Tuesday from 10 to 11 a.m. on the legendary KYOK 1140 a.m. and 92.3 FM. See you there. Hi, I'm Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me Show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, and the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me Show, right here on the legendary KYOK Radio, 1140 a.m. and the all-new 92.3 FM at KYOKradio.org.
This is Lakeisha, and you're listening to The Lunch Break on KYOK.
Oh, my bad. I done played Lakeisha again. Let me get who's next? Who's next? Who we got? Come on. Hit it.
This is Michael Harris, Houston's top jock, and you're listening to the Sports Encyclopedia, the living Sports Encyclopedia, AJ Jones on the lunch break here on KYOK.
Now, Michael Harris is the top jock, but I'm not the Sports Encyclopedia, man. I used to be able to retain knowledge that most folks never wanted to know. I used to be that guy. I could tell you stats before they had analytics and the advanced stats and stuff like that. I knew all that kind of stuff. Man, keep living. That's all I'll say. Keep living. So anyway, thanks, Michael Harris. He is the top jock here in Houston. All right, let me shout out to Keisha Kelly. Can't wait. I'll be broadcasting live in Atlanta with her, Keisha Kelly from Black College Experience, and the coach, Johnny Cole, and we'll take an HBCU stroll as we get ready for the Celebration Bowl on December the 18th. We'll be broadcasting live from Radio Row on December the 17th, and I can't wait. I cannot wait. So I'll be telling you more about that, and I'm going to have some great people filling in for me when I take a little time off. Willie Gibson and the doctor, Dr. J. She will be filling in a couple of days. Willie Gibson a couple of days. So y'all get ready for that. I'll be telling you more about that. All right, let me get back to these games. All right, let's see. I said the Dolphins over the Giants. I said the Vikings over the Lions. Cardinals over the Bears. Buccaneers over the Falcons. Ravens over the Steelers. Rams big over the Jaguars. I said the Colts over the Texans. Bengals over the Chargers. And I said the Cowboys over the Saints. All right, let me pick up from there. The Eagles will visit the Jets. Eagles. Both of those teams are struggling. I feel like the Jets got the right head coach, but the wrong quarterback. And I feel like the Eagles have the right quarterback, but the wrong head coach. So something's got to give, and I'll give it to Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. So that's where I'm going. The Washington football team versus the Raiders, and I'll be honest with you, I really liked what I saw out of Washington the other day. I believe Washington can beat the Raiders. Everybody keeps telling me that the Raiders are turning the corner and they get it together and they about to string a few of them together. I don't believe you. If anybody is looking like their defense is starting to come around and Taylor Heineke is not making dumb mistakes, it's Washington. I'm going with Washington on the road in that one. The Raiders are favored by a field goal. I'm going with Washington in the upset. San Francisco at Seattle 49ers. That's a team that's turning around and starting to get healthy and get back on track. I'm going 49ers. Especially if the 49ers run the ball. If your boy Kyle Shanahan gets all pass happy, anybody's game. But if they run the ball, eat up that clock, and let Garoppolo take his shots, 49ers should win that one pretty easily. Broncos at the Chiefs is going to be sneaky good. The Broncos at Kansas City is going to be sneaky good. I believe Kansas City is going to win it, but I really believe that Denver is going to play well. I got Kansas City winning that one. And then Monday night, the big game of the weekend will be the Buffalo Bills hosting New England. And I'll say it like this. Buffalo, if you don't win, be quiet. Be quiet. I don't want to hear about Bills Mafia. I don't want to hear about none of the, what the expectation was and all that. Y'all be like Cleveland to me. I don't want to hear it. Y'all got caught up in the hype. There's no reason in the world why Buffalo should not be dominating the AFC East. Tom Brady is gone. And y'all can't beat New England and Mac Jones? I don't want to hear it. If they lose, bye. Oh, well. Keep slamming people through the tables like the Bills Mafia likes to do, because that will be the most exciting thing about your organization. From the head coach to the quarterback to the defense coordinator, everybody. That will be a failure by the organization if they cannot beat your now intra-division rival. Buffalo, your rival is not the Jets. Your rival is not Miami. Your rival is New England. And if you can't beat them, be quiet. Be quiet. Because New England will have a 2-game lead on you in the division and the tiebreaker from winning, the head-to-head matchup. Yeah, they got you again, but did I not mention they'll have a 2-game lead on you? So there you go. In fact, I'm going to go with Buffalo until they prove me wrong. I'm going with Buffalo by a field goal. I'll say 34-31. 34-31. I believe both teams will put up points. 34-31 in that one. 34-31 in that one. Okay? All right. Let me go through them all with no commentary. I got Buffalo over New England, Kansas City over Denver, San Francisco over Seattle, Washington over the Raiders, Eagles over the Jets, Dolphins over the Giants, Vikings over the Lions, Cardinals over the Bears, Buccaneers over the Falcons, Ravens over the Steelers, Rams over the Jaguars, Colts over the Texans, Bengals over the Chargers, and Cowboys over the Saints. Again, if you want to get in for the Lunch Break Weekly Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge, give me your picks from Thursday, all of Sunday, and the Monday night game with the exact final score. Just like I gave you 34-31, you give me what you think your final score will be. Send them in, aj@kyoksports.com, or text 832-403-5005, and you got to have them by 6:30 p.m. tomorrow, and you're in. You do that, and you're in, okay? All right, so those are the picks there. Hang on a second. Somebody just sent me something, and I want to see what they sent me. Oh, my daughter. Her senior pictures came back. I'm not going to show them to you because, listen, she too pretty for y'all to see. I ain't showing y'all my baby girl. If we friends, I might post one or two of them up because that is my angel. That is my angel. I cannot wait to be hollering at that graduation. Yeah, I'm going to be one of those parents. Yes, I am. If I'm not crying, I'll be hollering. So you better hope I cry. And I do cry easily. So I can't wait. Hey, babe. All right. Clarence sent me something earlier talking high school football. He says, do you know anything about the high school out of Katy called Pato? It looks to me like they're a majority black football team, and they're pretty good. Yeah, they're in the playoffs. They are very good. Pato and Bridgeland are two schools in that area that are better than most folks know. Bridgeland is in the Cy-Fair School District. Pato, I believe, is in the Katy Independent School District, and both of them are solid. Now, I don't know if either one of them can knock off Katy High School, one of the top teams in the country, but both of them would compete very well against Katy. Both of them got a shot. So, we're getting close to the state finals and the 5A, 6A divisions. So we'll be talking about those more as we get there. So if you follow high school football, you want to talk about them, Lake Travis, if you want to talk about Westlake, if you want to talk about some of the other schools around the country, I'm pretty hip on the top 25. So if you want to talk it, let's get it. 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000 on the lunch break. In fact, Dr. J and Chris Dishman and IMG Academy down there in Florida going to be battling for the state championship there, and I expect them to win it. I really do. I don't see anybody beating IMG. So we'll see. Willie Gibson, who's the top team up in Ohio right now? Who's gonna win state there? Back in my day, it used to be Cincinnati Moeller, Princeton. Was it St. Ignatius? I'm trying to think there was a school up in Cleveland that was pretty good back in the day. But those were the teams to beat. After I left, LaSalle got good and Elder got good, and yeah. But those Princeton Vikings, man, they used to be something to deal with. So anyway, 281-453-1000 or text me 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005 if you want in. All right. Trying to see if there's any breaking news. Still no word on Carlos Correa getting a deal. Pete Prisco says that he thinks that the Bills will beat the Patriots. I want to see what his picks are. Pete Prisco from CBS Sports. Let me run down his picks. He's got the Cowboys beating the Saints. He's got the Dolphins beating the Giants. He's got the Colts beating the Texans. Vikings over the Lions, similar to what I said. Eagles over the Jets. Cardinals over the Bears. Bengals over the Chargers. Tampa Bay over the Atlanta. Rams over Jacksonville. He's got the Raiders over Washington. I don't know if I agree with that, bro. I don't know if I agree with that at all. And he's got the Steelers over the Ravens. Yeah, he don't know what he's talking about. He don't know what he's talking about. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
What it do, AJ on lunch break is Ferdinand.
What's up, Ferdinand? Call of the year 2017. Pete Prisco don't know what he's talking about, man.
Hey, look, man, I did my picks on yesterday, and me and you are 11 strong, so maybe I can come out of hole this weekend.
Bruh, Ferdinand, let me look at the standings because you're not far off, man. When I look at these
If I get a
standings,
good week this week, according to what you just called, I got 11 of your games, so I'm hoping I can come out of the dungeon.
yeah, man, you're only 5 wins out of that number 6 spot, bro. You only 5
and that's
wins.
amazing too. That's amazing because I haven't really, like I say, I ain't really been too far off, but just not enough consistency coming from teams that I know that really, really should be dominant. Like you spoke about the Bills are falling off.
Yeah.
And my team, they can't win nothing. So I'm like, man, look, you still gotta adjust, keep adjusting, man. We got four more weeks, and I think I can do it.
Ferdinand, I got to tell you what's really helped, folks like yourself and others is the fact that we had about 3 weeks in there where it was bad. Nobody had nobody had double digits wins. So those 3 weeks where it was just wide open for anybody, that's what kept you and others in it.
And I appreciate it.
Yeah, I know you do. I know you do.
Keep me in the running. But I called JD about the game on Saturday. I got a nephew that'll be playing from Summer Creek.
Yeah, Summer Creek's another strong one, bro.
Yeah. They'll be playing Katy on Saturday at 1 o'clock at Rice Stadium.
Man, now did Summer Creek win the state title a couple of years ago?
I'm not sure. Don't give me the line. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, I think they did. I think they won their division a couple of years ago. But, hey, man, Summer Creek can compete with Katy. Katy is not unbeatable. They are not unbeatable.
Yeah. I think they had 2 Katy teams. Summer Creek beat one. Now they have to play Katy this week. So, man, I'm just shouting out to Summer Creek, man, and my nephew, Jalen Coleman, man. We hope they can get it done.
I'll be shouting out for Jalen Coleman. I'll be hoping they get it done. As you can tell, I'm not a fan of Katy. North Shore is still in it. I'll be looking forward to them doing their thing. Hightower High School is still in it down there in Fort Bend. They've kind of taken over where Marshall used to be. Fort Bend Marshall used to be the cream of the crop down there. But Hightower, under the leadership of head coach Cornelius Anthony, is getting it done this year. So we'll see.
Absolutely. Like I said, that high school football, man, is always exciting. You just never know what to expect. But, man, kudos to the local teams, man. We hope we can get it done.
Yeah, you know me, man. I'm big on the local teams winning those state titles as opposed to those teams up in Dallas because, that just gives them something else to brag about.
Yeah. Well, like I said, man, may the best team win, best prepared team, get out there and do what they need to do. Because at the end of the day, that's why they play the game. And if you're hungry enough, you can get a win. Yeah,
man. I'll be looking at that score. What number is your nephew?
52.
Number 52. All right. I'll be looking for him, Ferdinand.
All right. I'll talk with you soon, my brother.
Okay, Ferdinand, Call of the Year 2017, man. I appreciate his call. Very good dude. It got me watching Summer Creek and Katy this weekend. And, hey, if they knock Katy off, man, I'm going to be dancing in the street. I live in Katy, but still. Anyway. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
AJ, this is I am calling to talk about America's team. This is Longhorn Keith. America's team needs to be talked about every day, sir.
Bro, we were just having a great conversation about high school football, and here you come want to talk about them boys. Good Lord. I can't say what I want to say on this Christian radio station, but boy, you sure will mess up a good dream.
Listen, man, I noticed, and my brother Ferdinand is the coolest brother I know, but I've noticed Ferdinand has now had to relegate himself to talking about high school football because these Texans ain't hitting on nothing.
Wait a minute, hold on. I'm not gonna let you put down high school football here in the state of Texas. Now you know.
No, that's my I'm at a high school football game every Friday night, and of course I'll be at one this weekend. I will be at the right the Katy game.
Okay.
At Rice Stadium on Saturday.
Okay. So that Katy Summer Creek game will be Saturday at Rice Stadium.
Yeah. Yes,
Come on, Summer Creek. Come on, Summer Creek.
Yeah, man. Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. You back in there. Go and say something about your little Cowboys. Go and say something about your little Cowboys.
Let me just say this about we kind of finishing up the discussion yesterday in regards to what I love, the thing that happened with Lincoln Riley that we didn't get a chance to talk about yesterday that I quickly want to hit on is that you don't hear a lot of people talking about, remember just a couple of years ago, people were saying, oh, a kid committed to this school, he's got to honor that, and the school is paying for him, so he should stay there. And now, because the NCAA done one thing right and allowed kids at least one transfer in the portal, that gives the kid an opportunity to leave when he wants to leave. And I love that because I am so sick and tired of all of these loyalists when it comes to the kids should be loyal, but nobody says anything about coaches being disloyal. And the thing that really sticks out that no one caught attention of on Sunday was Lincoln Riley did that the day before in-home visits took place, according to NCAA rules, that started on Monday. So when you think about, in context, what he actually did to the University of Oklahoma, and of course he went out and looked out for himself, but what he did for himself was created an opportunity for him to walk into a job and make sure that he is well balanced and his staff is well balanced by going out and getting players that fit what he's looking for. Again, not hating on him, he did what he had to do, but at the end of the day, he really jammed Oklahoma in that regards, and I think it's going to be. I think there'll be a new rule come into play, but I'm super excited about kids being able to use the transfer portal and go find a place that fits well for them, just like coaches go do the same thing for themselves.
Yeah, let me tell you something, man. The purists that feel like that transfer portal is the worst thing that ever happened to college football, I don't even argue with them anymore. I don't, because there is no argument. And the whole, but they get their scholarship and now they can do endorsements, with name, image, and like, just hush. Please, there are some people that just don't like change. And when there is change, they want it to be from the bottom up. They don't want to have to change on the top down. I think that we saw on display what's wrong with college football over the last couple of weeks with Lincoln Riley, with Brian Kelly, and the rest of them, Doc. I mean, it is okay for them at any given time to decide they want to do something different. Like you said, without regard to in-home visits, without regard to Notre Dame is still competing for a chance to play for the national championship. And that's why I give Luke Fickell some credit, because he ain't running his mouth and answering questions about other jobs. He's focused on Cincinnati. He's not even focused on the college football playoffs. He's focused on Cincinnati and Houston. That's all. That's it. And I give him credit for that. Now, the only thing I'll ask you is this. Would you have rather Lincoln Riley had gone to those in-home meetings knowing he was leaving? Would you have rather him have done that versus what he did, or what would you prefer him to do?
No, so to be honest with you, I think that he probably did what he had to do was in the best interest of him and his family. And having said that, there was no other way that he could have done that. Given I can tell you this, he could have done the same thing that Steve Sarkisian did last year when we were talking about when he was announced as the head coach, he still stayed true to his obligations at the University of Alabama, and then after the championship game came and did what he had to do at Texas. Now,
let me say this. That's why I was telling you and Todd, Saban don't care about that. Saban would not have cared one bit if Sarkisian or Bill O'Brien had taken that LSU job. Wouldn't care one bit, because he doesn't care about that conference stuff. He doesn't care about you took that job over there. Are you going to at least finish out, what you got over here, and that they could possibly take his play calling and stuff over there? Saban he's wired differently when it comes to that and that kind of petty stuff like that, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, I agree with you 100%. Hey, listen, I got to drop this call because I got somebody calling me from my mom, so let me check on
Okay,
her.
brother. We're praying, so let me know everything's all right later, okay?
Will do, bro.
All right, thank you. Keith, Longhorn Keith, again, calling about his Cowboys. I got his Cowboys winning. over my New Orleans Saints. As far as the coaches go, I'll take a break. When I come back, I'll wrap it up, but I'll give my 2 cents on the coaches and the whole transfer portal thing because it's just crazy. We'll be right back right after this on the lunch break.
You don't sit behind a desk every day to earn a living. You're out and about making it happen. And sometimes you get a little bit behind on your paperwork, like bookkeeping and paying your taxes. It's easy to get behind in paying your taxes. It happens to the best of us. And you know what happens next. The big bad IRS comes knocking on your door. And when that happens, you need to call the good old boys at the Tax Doctor. Let them do what they do best. Deal and negotiate with the IRS so you pay the lowest you can in back taxes that the law allows. We are a 100% U.S.-based company, and we've saved our clients millions over the years in back taxes. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, call my friends right now at the Tax Doctor and learn more.
800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. That's 800-603-9359.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's AJ Jones with the lunch break on the legendary KYOK AM 1140 and 92.3 FM. It's that time of year when we are reminded of all the things we should be thankful for and that it's more blessed to give than to receive. So with that in mind, on Wednesdays from now through Christmas, we'll give you a chance to win a gift certificate from Butterball. That's right, you can win a gift certificate for a Butterball turkey on Wednesdays on the lunch break between 12 and 2. Just be the right caller, and your Butterball turkey will be on us at the legendary KYOK AM 1140 at 92.3.
Well, I hope you are enjoying your weekend. Hey, everybody, it's Erica Campbell.
And I'm Griff from Get Up Mornings.
We want to thank you so much for rocking with us every weekday morning.
And after you enjoy your weekend, make sure you start your work week with us.
When you start your day with us, we'll help you get moving and motivated to have the best day ever. Go ahead, say it, Griff.
Best day ever!
So wake up with us. We'll be faith walking,
love talking,
enjoy living on Get Up Mornings.
You're listening to 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legendary KYOK.
Nick from Acres Home. Checking out my boy AJ right here on KYOK 1140.
Thank you, Nick. Right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. Streaming live, kyokradio.org. Also on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. We're glad to have y'all. About to wrap it up, but before I go, let me stop the music. And I want to talk to the people who feel like the players in college football get paid through their scholarships and their stipends. Some schools make sure the players get about $1,800 a month stipend in school, while they're playing and what have you. I want to deal with the scholarship part because folks just feel proud to be able to, well, they're getting their money in their scholarships. Okay, go to your job and let them tell you, instead of depositing your check into your account, we're just going to give you room, board, and your training materials here on the job. It roughly comes out to about, what are we paying you, $40,000? It roughly comes out to $40,000, but we're going to give you room, board, and your training material here at the job. When you can't take their room, board, training material and pay your car note. You can't take your room, board, training material, books and fees, and pay insurance. You can't take that and pay for your apartment, because usually the room and board is for the housing on the campus, unless it's a situation kind of like TSU where they had more students than they had on-campus housing. Some of them will pay for, give you money towards your apartment. But you can't do all the other things that getting paid has to do. Your mother gets sick and you need to fly home to see your mama. You can't flip that room, board, tuition for a plane ticket. You can't help her get her medicine. You can't help your little brother or your little sister with their fees and the things that they need. And before you say, well, they shouldn't have to do that anyway, you don't know other people's lives. And that's why you don't need to be the one dictating where their money is going and how it's spent. Some of their parents sacrifice more than they can afford so that their children can go to these schools. And yeah, the college tuition and scholarship money, all that helps, but it does not take care of everything. Well, it ain't supposed to. Well, then maybe they need to be able to get a job instead of go to practice. And oh yeah, by the way, most Division I programs, college football, college basketball, they ain't got time to work. They practice it so that you can be entertained in your little college football playoff lives. It's an illogical argument. If you don't want somebody to dictate where your money goes, how in the world can you tell these young people who have families that many of them cannot even afford for them to be in school on scholarship? There's so much other stuff that they have to take care of. They got to put something in the apartment. They're going to have something to eat on. They're going to have something to wear. They're going to have gas, in the car, even if they're riding Uber. They got to have money for that. Oh, well, AJ, that's what the stipend is for. And if they're good, now they can do name, image, and like. Remember when y'all was trying to tell me that that's not going to be good for everybody? It's going to be good for the star players, but it ain't going to be good for every player. Now you're using that as your defense for players getting paid. Brian Kelly got 10 years, $95 million. That tells me that that university has money to pay players. If it's not good enough for you, don't make it good enough for somebody else. If it wouldn't work for you, it probably wouldn't work for somebody else. It's a weak argument. Just like the transfer portal. We saw 2 coaches decide to leave while their schools still had games to play and a chance to play for championships. We saw coaches just up and leave. Kids should have the same ability to do it. They should not be tied to a school or program that was not tied to them. And as much as you say, well, they should be there for the name on the front of the jersey as opposed to the coach, you don't understand how this works. It ain't the name on the front of the jersey that's sitting in their living room making promises to them. It's the coach. And when that coach takes those promises somewhere else, that kid should have the right to decide to take those his ability or her ability somewhere else as well. I was glad to see the 5-star quarterback decommit from Oklahoma and decide to go to USC. Why? Because that's where Lincoln Riley is going. And if you don't like it, well, okay, so what? You don't have to like it. It doesn't make it right or wrong because you don't like it. I'm all for the players. I'm all for the student assets, as my brother Chris Gardner likes to call them, because that's what they are. They're student assets. When these schools are making millions, if not billions of dollars off of these kids, and they toss them a little scholarship and a stipend, and now they had to fight, I love to say this slow, to use their own name, image, and likeness. That system has been broke in. I don't care what you say. One of the biggest, choose the right word, AJ, choose the right word, be nice. One of the biggest interesting arrangements in America is education. You pay tens of thousands of dollars well past your graduation for a piece of paper that doesn't guarantee you one single thing. Donnie McClurkin up next with the Donnie McClurkin Show. He'll give you the best in gospel music, the latest in the gospel music industry. Donnie does his thing every Monday through Friday from 2 to 3. In the morning, you got Erica Campbell and Griff, and I'll be back, Throwback Thursday, with the man, Chris Gardner, Houston Round Ball Review. As always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. So let me get out of the way and let Sybil Wilkes do her thing. Y'all be blessed.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today is Wednesday, December 1st, 2021. Number one, rarely in the almost 50 years since Roe v. Wade became the law of the land has the issue of abortion rights been such a hot and frequently debated topic as it has in 2021. Wednesday, the future of abortion rights will reach the U.S. Supreme Court in the case of Dobbs versus Jackson Women's Health Organization. The state of Mississippi wants the Supreme Court to overturn Roe v. Wade, the landmark 1973 decision that legalized abortion. And why now? The death of Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg and the appointment of Justice Amy Coney Barrett gave conservatives the control that anti-abortion advocates need to take away the rights of the individual and return them to the state. Number two, former U.S. Congresswoman Carrie Meek broke barriers throughout her long political career as the daughter of a sharecropper and the granddaughter of a slave. She died Sunday in her Miami home at the age of 95. Mrs. Meek beat out 12 other candidates when she ran for the Florida State House in 1978, and just 5 years later, she became the first Black woman elected to the state Senate. And then she went on to a successful career in the United States House of Representatives. Number three, the CDC broadened its recommendation for COVID-19 booster shots for all adults as the new Omicron variant has been identified in more countries. The agency previously approved boosters for all adults, but only recommended them for those 50 years and older or if they live in a long-term care setting. CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky said the new guidance reflects the emergence of the Omicron variant, which has not yet been identified in the U.S. Number four, March 4th of this year marked 48 years of tortured incarceration for former Black Panther and now Elder Sundiata Acoli. In 1973, Sundiata was convicted of the death of a New Jersey state trooper. Mr. Acoli was sentenced to life in prison. Such a verdict in New Jersey means that he was eligible by law for parole after serving 25 years. And despite his exemplary record and his repeated expressions of remorse, the parole board continues to deny his release. Number five, Odell Beckham Jr. is turning his new contract with the Los Angeles Rams into a partnership to help promote Cash App as a Bitcoin platform. Beckham was signed by the Rams less than a week after the Cleveland Browns released him on November 5th. Then tweeted he will be receiving his paychecks in Bitcoin for the remainder of the 2021-2022 season. He also announced he would give away $1 million in Bitcoin to fans who respond with their cash tags or the Cash App usernames. All right, OBJ. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. Work hard to make a positive contribution to the universe. Inhale hard work. Exhale slothfulness. Join me today live on YouTube and Facebook at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central with the ones, the onlys, Stephen Hill, Myra J., and activist Lynn Townsend Riley as we discuss today's top headlines and more. Thank you to our What You Need to Know partners, the Black Alzheimer's Brain Study at the University of North Texas Health Science Center at Fort Worth, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and the American Heart Association. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit SybilWilkes.com. Be informed, be empowered.
All right, y'all. Hope y'all have a blessed rest of your day. I'll be looking forward to seeing you tomorrow for Throwback Thursday. Y'all take care.